Hey guys, it's Miranda, and today I am coming to you with a different kind of video. So if you like this video and you want to see more like this, give me a big thumbs up. So I want to start doing like story time, you guys, and I have a list of like some stories that I would like to share with you guys that I think you guys might like about like things that have happened in my life and stuff like that. So what better way to start story time, like my very first one, as with how me and my husband met. Exactly 8 years ago today, April 26th, me and my husband, we met for the first time in person. Now, we'd been talking like, via like text messaging and phone calls and stuff like that, for a couple of weeks. And then we finally met April 26th of 2010. So, I just thought it would be really great to share with you guys how exactly we met. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever like been in my situation where it's like, you don't really want your parents or sometimes even your friends to judge you on like how you and your significant other met. Because obviously, like nowadays, the most common way seems to meet, like people meet online. I mean, that's from what I've seen, it's pretty rare nowadays to actually meet your loved one in, person or, you know, it's just everything is like online, whether it be a chat room, dating site, or whatever. Um, so yeah, I kind of told a little white lie to my parents, and hopefully they're not watching and stuff. But I was young when I met my husband. I mean, I was what 19 when I met him. So, I was like kind of, should I tell them? Should I not? They're probably not going to approve. So, me and my husband, we did. We met online. We met through this website that I had found. It was called Sexy or No. I know the name. Okay. But it was basically a site where, their people's pictures would show up and you could rate them and everything. I know. You could give them a rating and stuff like that. And so I just, you put in like what city and state and all that stuff. Not necessarily the city, but like what state. And I think it had something to put maybe like a zip code, or maybe it did have the state. I don't know. I think it might have just been the state. So I happened to come across my husband's picture and I was like, oh, well, he looks pretty cute. So, I went ahead and I requested to like be able to talk with him and stuff like that. So I was kind of the one that initiated everything. I left my phone number for him. No, wait, he left his phone number for me. I think I left him, I think, my email, and then he emailed me his phone number, and I decided, I started texting him and stuff like that, and that's kind of how we started off, was just texting, and then we started off like talking on the phone until he would like fall asleep and stuff like that. So yeah, that, we just spent like pretty much when the time he'd get home from work and after he'd eat and get all settled and stuff like that, then we'd talk or we'd text on the phone and stuff. And so that's kind of just how it all started. Um, you know, and then one day, we probably would have met in sooner. Like it was like April 24th. I was at a quinceañera and he was bugging me to like invite him over. Like, I'm like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm in, a town that I don't really know. I don't really exactly even know where we're at. Like, I know the name of the town, but I don't know how we're at. I wouldn't even know how to describe for you to get here. So, he kept bugging. I'm like, I don't know how to tell you how to get here. So we ended up meeting a couple days later, again on April 26th, exactly 8 years ago. So, and it was awesome, He makes fun of me because like, so he kind of drove a little bit past my mom's house and he's like, he reminds me about this all the time, and he's like, it's one of the things he's not gonna forget is that like, because since he drove past a little bit, I'm like jumping up and down in the street, like waving him down, like I'm right here. So he kind of went around the corner and then I walked over there and stuff, and it was kind of one of those moments, like I don't know if anybody else can relate, but it was just one of those moments that's like when I first met him, it's like I knew he was the one. And especially after like the night moved on and everything like that, you know, we went out to dinner and just kind of had a good time. We talked and everything. We went to this Mexican restaurant called Muchas Gracias. It's not like a fancy Mexican restaurant. It's kind of more like your smaller kind of Mexican restaurant. I remember I ordered taquitos. Um, I don't remember what he ordered though. So then after that, we went over to Marine Drive, which is like, it's this road that is like between the Portland airport and then the Columbia River. It's kind of a scary road a little bit just because it's like by the water and stuff like that. But so there's this part, there used to be anyways, this part there at the airport where you could park your car. And I'm talking, this is like on the other side of the airport, like by the road and everything, but like there was a fence dividing there where like the planes would take off and they'd land. And so, you know, he had never been there, and that was like one of my like the spots I went to when I was growing up as a kid. So I decided to take him there because it's just really cool, like being able, like you're like so close to the airplanes, and it's so cool when they would land and when they take off. Like it was a lot of fun. So we just kind of pretty much spent the whole night talking and stuff, and I think I didn't even get home until like 2 in the morning, and he had to go to work like at 5. So yeah, I kind of kept him up, but so we talked like all night long and stuff like that. And I mean, I'll admit, like, I was pretty shy. I mean, I am like a shy person and stuff like that. So it was a little kind of awkward, you know, moments of silence and stuff. But I think it's kind of normal, you know, because it's just me and the person for the first time. But yeah, it was a good night. I know he had fun too, and like I said, we just kind of talked and everything, and just kind of went from there. And like I said, probably didn't get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then when we left, like I like wanted to shake his hand, and he makes fun of me because I only gave him like the tips of my fingers because I was like kind of nervous at the same time. Like, and then I like literally like just scurried back home. Oh man, it was a good night. It was fun and it was nice. And like I said, like even from that moment on, it's like I knew like he's mine. He had to be mine, okay? And I tell him that, and you know, he just always, it's one of those nights that we'll always remember because there was a couple of awkward moments and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was fun and we really got to know each other. And then pretty much from that day on, the next time we saw each other, so that week it was the 26th was on a Monday, and then I think the next time we saw each other was Thursday. And so pretty much from then on, like things moved super quickly. Like we pretty much like lived together after only like a few days. Cause I pretty much I don't know, chemistry was just crazy, you guys. It's hard to explain. Like I said, it's just like I knew he was the one. And so I would go like after at that time I was in my medical assisting school, and so I would go like after school from Thursday until like Sunday, I think. And I would go and I would stay with him. And then technically like let's see, it was like a month and a half like after meeting and like kind of started dating or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We moved in together actually on Father's Day. Yeah. Nice little Father's Day present for dad. No, but so yeah, it was Father's Day that June that we moved in together. And then, you know, it was just kind of a really nice life. And there's some days that I miss those days when we were alone. And then like 6 months after we technically like met or whatever, we got married November 6th, 2010. So yeah, like I said, things move really quickly with us, and like I'm like pretty surprised at how fast everything moved. But you know, we got our kiddos now. We got a great life and stuff. So, you know, I'm happy. He's a really great, hardworking husband. He really is, and he's just so amazing. And I really do love him so so much. Him and my kiddos mean everything to me. And I'm just so thankful that our paths cross and that I am able to call him my own, my bae. But anyways, you guys, I thought I would just kind of share with you guys that and how we met and, you know, our first date and everything. And yeah, so I'm not too exciting, like I said. It's kind of typical nowadays to meet like online and stuff like that. I just think it's hard for some reason. It's like harder meeting people in person now. I don't know why, but yeah. So mom, dad, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I did not tell you guys the truth. Oh, there you have it, you guys. If you like this story, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And I would love to share more stories with you guys about my life and things that have happened to me. Like I said, I got a list going, trying to think up with some more that you guys might like or find interesting. I don't know. You know, it might be boring to you guys. I don't know. But, you know, just let me know if you guys want to have more story time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.